Oh, there's the alarm. Amazing. And it says 2005, February 20th. That's probably when it was made. It's what is it? It's an ionization smoke alarm. Very nice. So you're approaching the date. Does this allow me to check it? I don't know. Oh. Ah, it works. Perfect. So this one's good. But you got a year. Yes, you have a year. And do you want me to check around the basement, make sure everything is safe and good? Do you have any potentially overloaded electrical devices? Do you have any kids that are gamers and stuff and might be overloading their rooms with electricals, you know, like to be a gamer and stuff? They might overload that stuff. You want me to check? Oh, you say there's just one, eh? Oh yeah, okay, just show me his room real quickly. Or you don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm just saying, you don't want to have a whole bunch of multiple adapters hooked up to a bunch of multiple adapters. The kids might make this mistake, you know, because they all just, you know, they won't even know, and the whole thing can, yeah, so you want to be safe on that. I don't want to go into anyone's room and like interrupt their freaking, you know, I don't want to, but that's the most important thing, and you're the homeowner, so, you know, there you go. Oh, there's one potentially in the basement. Let's check it out. This is the hey, I don't want to do this by myself. Yes. Yeah. So this is the place, huh? Let's see. That looks pretty good. Yeah, no, it's not overloaded. Yeah, this is very nice. What, you have a little mini Home Depot in the first room? Well, let's make sure that everything is kind of safe. What is this? Yeah, a bunch of bikes there. You guys like mountain biking? That's nice. It's not really a fire hazard as long as you don't have helium in your wheels. How often do you get your furnace and water heater inspected? Because those things could potentially create a fire. Yeah, your furnace annually and your water heater annually. That's good. That's very good. Yeah. You have paint and stuff which could potentially be a fire hazard. You know, it's good to kind of get rid of that stuff, you know, if it's not needed. Yeah, because if this thing accidentally goes off, it could ignite all this stuff and you would have a fuel, like you would have a nice potential fire here, and you don't want that. No one wants to cook themselves like a bunch of chickens. Yeah. But it's 3 feet away, and I would strongly advise you to just, you know, try and get this stuff out of here if it isn't necessary. Yeah, everything else is pretty good. And in your washing room, let's see how it is. Yeah, the big things are like your lint, you know, and all that. Your basement is nicely finished. How was your electrical done? You know, because everything needs to be done by code and by a certified person. Sometimes people take cheap routes and jimmy rig stuff thinking it's going to save them money, but in the long run that stuff can really backfire really bad, and that's not good. But on the grand scheme of things, everything looks good here. Yeah. Is there anything else? I don't want this to take too long. You like it? All right, let's check out some others. I feel like everything is good, basically, you know? Yeah, you have a very nice home. The fire alarms are getting a bit old, you know? Do you have a fire extinguisher in your kitchen? You do? Okay. That's good. How old is it? You don't know, but it's there. All right, let's check it out. It's up here. All right. This is nice. It looks perfect. It's full. Yeah. You know how to use this thing? Have you ever used it? What do you mean you don't need to use it? You have no need for fire. Everything that feeds you comes from some kind of fire of sorts. Hold on. What is the expiry date? Il faut mettre ce produit au service 12 ans après la date de fabrication sur la base du cylindre. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 2010. Yeah, and the date is friggin', I think we're 2024. Oh, this is a fail. Yeah. You need to get a new one of these. It's no big deal, you know? Probably it still works, but to be honest, you don't want to take that chance. And in the event of like a grease or fat fire in your kitchen, you know, and this thing fails, what are you going to do? You know? And I can tell you I can give you some pro tips because I've never actually had to encounter this before. But if there is a fire, the best thing to do is to cut out the oxygen. So if you have a lid, you want to place it over the thing. Most fires come from the kitchen. Yeah, most of them. So you just need to suffocate that fire. And if it spills out and the extinguisher doesn't work, you know what the next best thing to do is? It's to use baking soda. Yeah. Or like a fire mat of sorts. If you have one, I feel like most people don't. But do you have baking soda? Oh, you have baking soda. That's good. So you want to like pour this over the fire. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing to use. And by the way, you never want to use flour because flour is highly flammable. You don't want to use that stuff. So baking soda and using a lid and calling 911 super fast. That's what you want to do. Yeah. Oh, you have a nice backyard. Yeah. And do you have like a barbecue? Awesome. Do you have a propane tank and stuff? No, it's hooked up to natural gas. All right, and it's kind of away from the house. It's good. It's safe. Anything else that's potentially a fire hazard or risk? Oh, you have a propane. You have a propane fire pit, you say? Is that safe? Are you sure? Let's test it out. Because sometimes things, you know, everything can go wrong at the wrong time. And it only takes